Right. Right. Good afternoon. I hope if you can hear me loud and clear. If you can hear me loud and clear, I hope it's better now for you guys to hear me loud and clear. If you can hear me loud and clear, just give us a thumbs up or just say, hey, loud and clear. And just let us know which part of the world are you connecting from. Just let us know which part of the world are you really connecting from. Good afternoon for those who are connecting in Africa or South Africa, and good evening. And some of the guys who are connecting from Australia. We are super excited to be hosting you today on this call. So just welcome to the call. If you've got a friend that you want to hop onto this call, just invite them to jump onto the call right now. If you've got some friends that you want to be on the call, it would be very nice. Just send them the link that at least you have. They can just hop onto the call. And I hope at least you're going to have a nice and exciting afternoon together. So guys, my name is Henry Moyo. I'm super excited to be sharing this this afternoon or this evening, wherever you're connecting from. And you know what, this is a series that at least we've actually started. We're going to start this series for quite some time, and for the next few weeks, we'll be having every week we'll be having a different topic, different section that at least we'll be sharing with you online on Monday afternoon. There are quite a number of, we'll show you some of the series that are already coming up as well. Just maybe a little bit about myself, because I know some of you who are on this call we haven't met, and we don't. Some of you have not met me or you might not know much about me. Myself, I'm an IT professional. I've got a BSc in computer science. I did a postgrad diploma in management and a master's in business administration as well. I did this because I wanted to be the best version of myself. And despite all these qualifications, there are certain things I realized. I faced all challenges and everything that I faced as well, even with all these qualifications. One thing that really inspired me and motivated me is when I was actually working for an engineering company in the IT department. One of the guys was the boss there. He didn't have any of these qualifications, but his confidence, the way he did and handled himself, he would appear as if this guy he's got all the qualifications that everybody realized. That's when I realized the power of having self-confidence in yourself as well. Your qualifications, everything that you might have, might not really matter if you don't have self-confidence to put it across as well. So this is where at least I was looking at myself and I realized I might not be the only one who was in this spot. So I started doing certain things that I did as well. I started reading books. I started attending seminars. I started attending so many different courses to help myself move from that. Because initially I thought maybe the more courses I have, the more things I have, the more academic qualifications I have, the better for me. But still, you do not change much for me. But when I started attending different seminars, talking to different people, and participating and taking part in different activities, this is when everything completely changed for me. So being in the corporate world for some time, and 6 years back, I actually left the corporate world, started doing my own businesses as well. And we have been training. I've been doing some training as well for the past 9 years. And mainly I've been training people on personal development, where you can become a better version of yourself. And now we're venturing where we can just go out there to train almost so many different people. Usually I was training people in a confined environment, people in the same industry, some business as well, but not going out to the public, and also just offering some of these series like what we're doing to just everybody to benefit. The motive behind it as well was admitted in hospital some few years, in January when I had COVID, and I was actually in the ICU unit. You know, when I realized and noticed how somebody can lose their lives because they've just given up mentally. That was the biggest challenge I've ever seen, to say, you know what, I was talking to this guy. We were all having the same or similar symptoms. We're all going through similar or same pain, but somebody gave up mentally. that pained me a lot to say, hang on, but you know what? I've been attending a lot of this personal development. This is why I realized that I just had to hang on and never ever give up on anything that at least you're doing. So I knew that I don't have to give up. So others were giving up, and the next thing, once they give up on their body, they lose it. So these are some of the series that this we're going to be sharing with you. But today, I'm going to just sharing you about also on belief and building up, having that belief in yourself and having that belief where you can actually build and develop your self-confidence. So sometimes people might be saying, hey, what is the importance of why confidence is important? I can tell you right now, self-confidence is very, very important, because when you've got self-confidence, there's so many things you can actually do for yourself as well. You can make better decisions. You can take even more risk in certain things that you're doing. And you're also motivated in doing certain things that you want to do as well. So you are not limited in doing certain things, unlike when you feel you're not that worth yourself. So self-confidence is more about how you feel about yourself. And 99% of the time, many people lose their confidence because they start comparing themselves with other people. So don't compare yourself with anybody else. So you need to look at yourself and see what is it that at least you yourself, the way you are unique, and you've got your own gifts that you have. So you just need to develop and work on your own gifts that you have. And I'm telling you right now, yes, you will become the best version of yourself if you stop comparing yourself with other people and just being yourself as well. And also, when you've got self-confidence, it reduces a lot of stress on your side as well. So now when you look at it as most of the time is we talk to ourselves, and how do you talk to yourself really, really matters. There's a book that I've been reading, and this book really helps. I'll encourage you to get this book as well. It's called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. It's a very powerful book. It really helps you as well. The conversation that you do have with yourselves, 99% of the time, you're having conversations with yourself. So what you talk and what you say to yourself really, really matters. So most of the time, researchers has found that people who give what we call a self-positive talk to themselves, who encourage themselves to say, hey, we are going to do it. We are going to make it. I'm worth it. They achieve more than somebody who comes in and says, you know what, I'm going to try. And than somebody who says, I'm going to do it and I'm going to make it. So the way you talk, how you talk to yourself, 99% of the time, the decisions that you make, you do talk to yourself. So that's an area where you need to change how you talk to yourself, how you say things to yourself. Whether are you talking to yourself in an encouraging or discouraging way? Are you talking to yourself, giving yourself more confidence in doing certain things, or you're already creating doubt to yourself as well? So sometimes people say things to ourselves. Don't believe what people say. Some people say negative things to you, and you start feeling it, and you start affecting your self-belief as well, to say, hang on, so many people are saying this about myself. Some people say, you, John, you, Henry, whom do you think you are? Oh, Henry, what do you think you can do? So you start feeling that pressure or that inferior self. So sometimes even your self-negative talk, things that you say to yourself, which is not promoting your goals and your desires, don't believe it, because that's fear. That's imaginary. That's perception. That's not really true, and that's not a fact. So don't take it, don't do it, and don't do it. So you might have people saying to themselves, there's no use for me to do this, or I can't do it, or people won't like me, or people won't like this. You're now being controlled by what other people are thinking and saying about yourself. So what I'm trying to do is, it's very, very important for you to have what we call the power of positivity. When you start speaking life into your life, when you start speaking, good things into yourself. Many people, we underestimate how powerful our mind is. We underestimate. So if you look around, for you to fully understand how powerful your mind is, everything that you see around you right now, everything that you see right now, or that you can touch with your hands and everything which you can see on earth, it was somebody's thought and they made it to happen. So if you look at the cell phones, if you look at the technology that we talk about, it came out from somebody who thought about it. So I'm just saying how you can see how powerful your mind can be. So don't underestimate how powerful yourself you are and what you can do as well. So when you start speaking certain things, like there was a time when I went to the USA, I visited the NASA Space Center. When I saw how big those spaceships are, how big they are, it's almost the size of of a soccer field. And now somebody's thinking to uplift, to come up with technology to ensure that this thing goes into space. So you need to believe and to say the positive things to yourself. So you'll find that many people right now, they can no longer say anything positive about themselves because they allow certain negative things to control them. Just like right now, many people, we forget to look at how powerful we are. We look at our bank balances. Our bank balances are now controlling us to say, hang on, hey, if I don't have so much money in my bank account, you feel as if you're not worth it. Don't allow that to happen. Your bank balance does not define you. But when you look at yourself, when you look at your skills that you have, that's what really defines you. So when you look at the skills that you have, they can change what's in your bank balance when you start using your skills that you do have. So start talking positive things. Encourage people to say positive things to you as well. And some people now use what you might call affirmations. We do this most of the time when you give affirmations like, you know what, I'm strong. If you look at people like Muhammad Ali, I was saying, I'm the greatest. He started saying that before he even won anything. Those were affirmations that at least he was saying to himself. Some people come up with mantras. So find something that at least that's great that you're going to say to yourself as well. Many people, they don't realize, like when you greet each other, when you say good morning, good afternoon, that's an affirmation that you're saying. It's going to be good afternoon for me. It's going to be a good morning. You're breaking all that. So these are small things that you need to start saying. And also, this is where I always say to some people, hey, this is where you can lie to yourself until you make it, because it's better for you to say, hey, I'm the greatest. I'm the best in doing this. I'm worth it. I love who I have become. So you appreciate, be grateful to who you are, be grateful to what you have. So start having the best. I always said, I'm a leader every leader is looking for. I'm believing that I'm that great leader. But am I the greatest leader? No, but I'm believing. So that when it makes you believe, it makes you behave like that kind of person. Then you start attracting the right people around. Then you become that particular person. So have certain affirmations that you can actually write and which you can actually use as well to talk about yourself as well. You know what, guys? The power of habit, it's something many people underestimate what it means and what you can do as well by developing the right and the best habits for yourselves. So when you look at it, the habits that you do have really have a big impact on what you're going to become and what you're going to have. Many people underestimate the power of habits. So small errors in judgment will the results after a long period. When you compound this, they've got very bad and disastrous for you. So you might say, hey, I'm just eating this, but it doesn't matter. But you know what? If you keep on just eating that, it doesn't matter for so many years, it's going to be when you look at the impact that it's going to have, it's going to be very, very big. A simple example I can give is somebody say, I just watch TV. If you watch TV, let's say 2 hours, just 2 hours. I know many people watch TV for more than 2 hours a day because they watch this soap, they'll jump from this one to this one to this one to this one. Then there's news, then there's this. Almost a day, it's more than 2 hours. So people watch TV for 2 hours a day. That's, if you calculate it, 2 hours a day, that's one full month seated watching TV. So just imagine it. You can take your calculator and calculate it. 2 hours times 365 days. You divide 24 hours in a day, and you'll find that it's 30 days. And 30 days is equals to 1 month. So this is what many people do and waste their time doing that. So now when you teach yourself the right habits, it becomes natural for you to do what you want to do, and you don't have to do it. I think if you look at it, most of us when you're young, we're being forced to brush our teeth. We're being told, hey, go and brush your teeth, go and brush your teeth, go and brush your teeth. It became to a point where it becomes natural for you to just brush your teeth. Nobody has to tell you, nobody has to remind you. Even yourself now, it becomes a good habit. So identify those good habits that you need to do and to develop in yourself, and maintain them and keep on doing those things. So you mustn't estimate the power of habits that at least you're developing. So really look at the things that you do and change some of those small little things. I know many people, they don't get this. You look at it as somebody who comes, let's say, late for a meeting or late for church or whatever. It's a habit that they have. They don't only come late for church, they come late for anything or for everything. So what you do some of the times is what you do all the time. So don't underestimate that. So look at yourself. What you do some of the times is what you do all the times. So most of the time is also to help you develop your self-confidence. Set some goals and go for the goal. Just set some goals, take small steps, do a little at a time, set goals or set a milestone that at least you can achieve. Break it down with what is, we've got some series for you that are going to help you as well, to just give you some notes and everything on how to set goals and how to help you achieve them, or create certain timelines that are achievable for you as well. So there's been some study which shows that at least people who do set goals, or who write them down, or who write whatever they want to achieve, they achieve them and they become better performers in what they're doing as well. So these are small silent things that many people don't get to do for themselves. You can come up with a plan for the company, you can come up with a business plan for the organization that at least you do work, or your boss or somebody else sets goals for you. But generally, many people, we don't set goals for private lives. This is the whole idea about this as well, to help individuals start setting goals for their own private lives as well. So become your own best friend. Most of the time is we sacrifice ourselves a lot and we don't do the best things for ourselves. So become the best, your best friend. Take yourself time out, spoil yourself, and do certain things that maybe you never have done before, and go out for maybe bungee jumping, or do something that at least you've been afraid of doing for quite some time. Just go out there, just do it. So this helps you to develop also confidence in yourself, to do certain things now and again. But the most importantly is you also need to take care of yourself and make yourself feel good, dress well, and it helps you go and eat sometimes in a very maybe nice or expensive restaurant once in a while. Just do it so that at least you can feel that you can fit in any environment. So don't look at a 5-star place and say it's for certain people. Just one day walk in there with confidence, go and sit there, do something, or even have a meeting there in such a place where you think, hey, this is for certain people. I'm telling you, it's going to help you. You will be able to interact with people at different levels, at all levels. You'll be able to host yourself as well. So go out in those environments that at least you're afraid of. One thing I want you to tell you is, whatever you're afraid of, go for it. Just gather the guts. Do whatever it takes, whether you need to pray or whatever, or meditate about it to build up your self-confidence. Do whatever it is going to help you build up that confidence and take that particular action as well. So some people use also meditation for them to build themselves confidence. Sometimes when you talk the right words, right stuff to yourself, it helps you to be in that zone where you start realizing and gathering all your strength and your power. So you can look around for quite a number of areas, where you can do this, and whatever you can do on meditation. There are quite a number of, we can give you some of the links as well, which you can actually do as well. And for you to be able to be in these quiet zones. Certain things you can even read your Bible You can find certain books that you can listen to or do that as well, and meditate on that as well and look at it. One other thing you can also do is write it out. Write out certain things. Be grateful. Show some gratitude to certain things that you do have. And most of the time, when you start appreciating others and also start appreciating yourself, look at yourself, look at your skills that you have. Most of the time we look at other people's skills, but we don't look at ourselves and see the strengths, the skills that we do have ourselves. I will encourage you, take a moment, write it down. Write down the things that at least you are good at, that the things that at least you do have, and you can even have a journal to really express yourself and write it down in that as well. What are you grateful for? What do you want to feel maybe tomorrow, today? What is it that you can do for somebody? What are you grateful for certain people? You know, when I started writing in a journal, you know, this list says write about at least 10 things every day. I started writing every day. You know, just be grateful to even have the chair that you're sitting on, to even have the cell phone, and give a reason why are you grateful. Because I mean, all of us have got these cell phones. They help us communicate with other people. Be grateful. You're on a chair, you're sitting on the sofa, it makes you maybe comfortable. We're using this technology. I've got this laptop, I'm grateful for it. I've got this light. If I didn't have this light, you'll not be able to. So you start being grateful for everything that you do have. If I didn't have a spoon, I would not be able to eat. And also start being grateful. Write all those things down. You'll start realizing how important, how valuable it is. So when I started writing as well, and also appreciating other people, it helps you as well to see also how valuable you are as well. So I like this exercise when you look at yourself, where you are right now, and you write something about your future me. There's an exercise I once did about 5 years, and you wrote all the things there, and you can only open it after some maybe years or so. I've got one I wrote about for 10 years. So I've got 3 more years before I can open what I wrote in that. So when you open these things, you start being surprised how things have actually changed, or how you have implemented or done some of those things that you wrote about. Some of the things you might have already forgotten about them, but you'll be surprised how they keep on coming into your life, into your future, or I mean, into your life as well. And I think most of you realize that there are certain ideas, there are certain thoughts that keep on coming into your mind, and sometimes you keep on ignoring them. You have to get to a point where you need to listen to that voice. Some call it the sixth sense. Listen to it. I'm telling you, in most situations, when you listen to that sixth sense, it's going to help you. It's going to help you move on to the next level as well. And some of you, what you can do as well is we have an exercise sometime which you're going to do, but you can't do it in this short webinars. At least you do have, is seeing is believing. Create what you call a vision board of who you are, of who you want to become, or this helps you to visualize what exactly do you want to achieve, what exactly do you want to become, whether it's your in your career, maybe you want to, what is it, the person that you want to become? Maybe you want to be the greatest in this particular area, the inventor, engineer, whatever it is that you want to find a picture that can tell you and show you what exactly you want to be in that particular area. Maybe you want to build yourself a dream house. Find a picture that shows your dream house. Maybe you want to be this family guy, whatever it is that you want to do with your family and enjoy yourself as well. Find pictures, put up that as your dream board. It will help you. It's more like giving you a guide on what exactly you want to do and what you want to become as well. This is one of the most crucial things that at least many people, most of us, fail to do, is you need to surround yourself with people who push you to be the best self. So if you are around people where you're the big boss, where there's nobody who's pushing you to achieve more and achieve better, it's high time you start getting into new people as well that can help you look and you become a better person and become a better version of yourself. So you don't need people who look down upon you, people who don't encourage you, people when you share them any idea, they start giving you negative vibe. So find people who give you the positive vibe about yourself. So one thing that I just want you guys to understand this part, how this guy explained to me, one of, so it was Dr. Ivan is an author. He said, Henry, one of my mentors said, you know what? Imagine yourself. Let's say you're living a life where you're living in one room, just one room. You've got everything you need in that one room. And there's only one door. Each door, you let one person, whoever you let in that door, cannot come out. They're going to be part of your life forever. How many of us will be so much strict about the people we let in come in through that door? I think all of us will be so strict about whom do we let into our door, whom do we let in come in as well. So that's how you must look at it, to say, hey, the people that you surround yourself with, how do they qualify to be in your one room house? We need to protect yourself. You need to protect yourself as well. And become a child again. There's so much power you have. If you look at yourself when you're a child, you used to dream a lot, never used to be afraid of doing anything. You approach anybody, anything. So become that child again, and don't worry about because now we've been programmed differently to look at things in a different way. Everyone has been telling you you're a failure, or you've been failing. Now you're afraid of failing. Forget about it. Become a child again. And the child knows, yes, I try to walk, I will fall, but I'll keep on trying and trying and trying until I succeed. That's how life is. So don't want to succeed on your first step. You're going to succeed maybe on your 10, 20, 30 step. That's okay. And when you do it, everyone is going to be happy and everyone is going to clap for you. And when you do that. So please don't forget to love yourself. Take good care of yourself. Look after yourself. You need those moments where you really look after yourself as well. So there are some interesting quotes. You know what? A man cannot be comfortable without his own approval. You don't need anybody else to approve you. Remember always that you, not only you, have the right to be an individual, you have an obligation to be one. Each one of us, we're individuals. We live in our own world. Although we live in the same world, but each one of us is running their own race. So run your own race. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. So don't underestimate the giant in you. Too many people overvalue what they are not and undervalue what they are. This is the biggest mistake most of us do as well. We start judging ourselves, looking at our bank accounts or looking at what we have, but we don't realize that the greatest power is within yourself as well. And why should we worry about what others think of us? Do we have more confidence in their opinions than we do our own? So most of us, everyone, at one point or one point or another, we have been controlled by what people say about us, and we need to get over that as well. I hope you guys really found value in this session. We've got other sessions as well that at least we are coming up with, that at least you can also attend and get some of your friends to join this series. The next one we're going to be looking at is limiting beliefs. If you go onto our website, you'll be able to actually subscribe to this email series. So we're doing this in two ways, as well. Some people are getting this through email series. Some people we also have webinars as well. So we've got another email series that at least we are running on goals, how to set your goals, and you get it in your inbox as well. So you can go onto our website and subscribe this as well. Finding your brand. We've got many people who want to rebrand themselves and say, hang on, who is this? Who is Henry? Who is Eric? Who is Akona? Who is Gertrude? Who is Lucy? Who is Martha? Who is Susan? Who are you? So most of us, we don't really know. So these email series will help you to rebrand or to find your brand. Be yourself. Don't try to be Kardashian. Don't try to be Michael Jackson. Just be yourself. You yourself, your uniqueness is the greatest gift God has given you. That you are unique for a reason. You are unique for a purpose. Find that purpose and be your own brand. So that's going to help you as well. And this is one of the series at least we've just done. At least we're going to create another email series, and it also is going to be on YouTube, so that at least many people can actually gain access to it as well. Another series that we're starting is mental health in the workplace. This is one of the biggest things. Many people are stressed in the workplaces. So it's more of the things that at least you can do to deal with that stress in the mental place as well. Coping up with COVID-19, and a lot of people, we cannot underestimate the challenges and the pressures many people are going through because of COVID-19. Some financially, some is just mentally, having somebody who they have lost their loved ones, they don't know what to do. Some people, they're not going to work, they don't even know what's going to happen to them. So there's a lot of anxiety that's being created, and that's having many people to go through that. So that's our next series that we're going to starting on next week, Monday. This series is going to run it for at least 2 or so weeks, and we might having some people as well who'll be coming in on this one as well. Conquering your dreams. It's another one that we're going to have after the COVID-19